Hello guys, it's George Caustic, and this is going to be a fun and unscripted video on how I made this background for my home page on my home lab. Home page is basically a thing that you deploy. It's on Docker that you can keep track of your other Docker services. It's really a convenient way of keeping track of a lot of IPs. And on home page, you can put pictures from the internet, and I like to make my life difficult, so I'm not going to use pictures from the internet. I'm going to use my own. So I made this background especially for it, because it looks cool, and also, you know, it gets me back into Blender more. I have not been doing much of it, but this is a really fun background you can make. You don't have to have a whole lot of experience. So at this channel, we love our Supras. You can use any other car. You can use a Porsche. You can use a GR86. It doesn't matter what it is. It's a really fun little background you can make, and it's not hard to make. So anyhow, so I started with a focal length of 75 millimeters. I just thought it would be appropriate because it's kind of like 2D slash kind of 3D kind of feel to it. You can add depth of field. You don't have to. I didn't use it because I want to show the whole thing. And after that, I imported text. I named it Supra, and you can use any sort of font. I use a very generic font, so you can do different coloring, purple, blue, whatever it is. I just used red. I mean, kind of looks kind of glitchy. You'll see in the background later. And obviously, I imported my car. You know, like I mentioned, at this channel, we love our Supras, and modified it a little bit. You know, you can modify it however you like. And this is a little cool trick that I learned from Ian Hubert, I think, that you can import these 2D planes, whether it's clouds or smoke or whatever, and you can turn it into smoke. So that's what it is. These are actually just cloud 2D, or you can just get actual smoke 2D from, you know, any sort of free website that allows you to download it and use them as like overlays. And yeah, same with the background smoke here. I just stressed it really good so it looks like actual smoke coming out of the car from behind. And I put these little planes here, and actually they were initially a cylinder, but I stretched them out to look kind of cool. And in front of them I put this like black cover, so it looks like it's too fast. It's going too fast. You'll see what I mean in a little bit. And I just duplicate that above here, just so you can, there's a, you know, reflection off from the background, if that makes sense. And the way to do this basically is you just do object info, then color ramp, and choose the colors you like. I like these colors. You plug into the emission and then do the strength. And then I added this like glass thing. You can see the glass BSDF here to warp it a little bit, kind of so it looks like the car is like going really fast. And after that, basically, again, I added the black plane here, same for this. So it looks like the car is seriously moving fast. That's not catching the light. You'll see in the render later. And that's the idea I had for it. Actually, this was inspired from a picture I saw on ArtStation. It looked really cool. This is a picture from ArtStation, so I kind of stole the idea. But again, this one looks so much better than mine. Probably because this person's super talented. So after all of this, I added a smoke plane, or not smoke plane, volumetric volume, wherever it is. Where is it? Where's my volume? Oh, right here, it's hidden. So yeah, volumetric volume with volume scatter. You can, you know, increase or decrease. I like this value I chose. You can copy. Again, feel free to copy everything you have. I mean, yeah, you can do your own smoke sim, but it's a lot of work, so just import 2D planes. I haven't thought of that until now. So yeah, this is a 4K render right here. You can use, you know, 1080, whatever, 2K, whatever you want. And yeah, GPU cycles, of course. You can do this in Eevee too, but again, I love my cycle. You add motion blur to it. And after that, you add the AJX and Punchy, and then you can use the same settings I do. But very important, last part here is you kind of animate the car a little bit, so it looks like it's actually moving and drifting. So I did this little cool drifting. Oh yeah, in order to make this effect too, by the way, I keep jumping all over around the place, is I did a build right here. So you can do, I'm not sure why it animates, didn't want to animate it, but it doesn't matter, it still looks kind of cool. So yeah, you do the build so you can do height. I mean, you can go here and delete things manually, but why would you do that, right? You want to be lazy about this. So yeah, basically you make the tires move and the car move, like so it's actually drifting. And again, just the tires move, really depends on how fast you want it. So it looks like it's in motion. Again, I wanted this to, you know, kind of be like it's coming off the camera, so it shows the smoke and super text and looks cool. And you know, a lot of it's just 2D stuff, like I mentioned earlier. It looks really cool though. And after that, I just did a little bit of compositing, whatever it is, right here. It's a quick, great video, shows you how to get that sci-fi looks, which I use, so you can just copy my settings. Don't feel ashamed. Once you're done, this should be your result. So yeah, like I said, unscripted quick video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something, and thank you for watching.